small feat.
Yeah, these two teams could easily end up meeting to decide the end.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top, up 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And we resume our Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
In the early going, they've been heat-seeking, very crafty and drawing contact to work themselves to the line.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
That free throw missing. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
First personal foul. First team foul.
It's Edwards on the wing. To the inside. Alexander Walker on the wing. To the paint. Shot clock at 2.
This is what has defined Drew Holiday's career, right? The ability to affect shooters.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-pointer tip. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
From Al Horford.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
It's deflected. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Holiday. Outside, Horford. Here's Hauser. Those three-pointers off the mark.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Here's Cornette. Inside. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
The assist.
Well, you get loose with the basketball around McDaniels. This guy's so quick defensively, and he turns it into offense.
And when you look at Alexander Walker, Doris, so consistent from year to year.
This is a young man who knows his role, finds ways to help the team within the context of what the stars are doing. And those are exactly the kind of role players you need in order to have a quality basketball team.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Celtics foul.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most defensive player of the year awards all time, and he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, from freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of the shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
Celtics foul.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report.
Second.
And the foul on Drew Holiday.
Third team foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
From downtown.
And an excellent defender. The way Holiday disrupts and stays active and engaged on this end. Outstanding.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's Edwards. Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
Back to White. Gobert pulls it in. The Timberwolves trail. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
You know, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
We've got 1:28 left here in the second. is Tatum. He's got 6. Out to Porzingis. Over Miller. Porzingis can't hit. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
Porzingis. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. 9 points for Porzingis.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
We know that Jason Tatum is a gamer. This guy willing to take punishment on his way to the cup.
The Celtics took their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Indoors, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Well, what's impressive to me about Jason Tatum is how he attacks his weaknesses in the offseason. This guy is committed to greatness.
Here's Conley. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. Boston again missing. Timberwolves trailed by 3. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, and Conley just makes the game fun. Able to shoot, but focused on also facilitating for teammates.
Back to Holiday. Outside Tatum. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Coming onto the floor.
And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch and a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Celtics lead by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
28.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Tries to keep it alive. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Here's Shannon. And he jams it with authority.
Conley is like a second coach on the floor. His guys are open. I promise you he'll get him the ball.
Nice ball movement by Boston. The kick out to Tatum. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Don't you love how physical Jaylen Brown is? This guy is not afraid to draw contact.
Indoors, few teams have tried to invite Brown to be a shooter. He's punished them each and every time.
And he's had to put in the work, Kevin, to make himself a legit perimeter threat. And listen, the defense has to make choices. Athletically, this is one of the most gifted players in the league. If you're going to concede anything to Jaylen, it would probably be the 3-point shot.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to Pritchard. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Derek White does a little bit of absolutely everything for this team. And what I love the most, his ability to pass it at a high level.
Reed with it. Out guarded by Tatum. Reed gets the bucket.
Well, the high percentage opportunity. Naz Reid on the inside.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. They're still together.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Boston making a switch here. Conley's shot is off. The Celtics with the lead. Down low. Porzingis. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And Conley is just so unselfish. He's very willing to give the ball up if it means setting up a team.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner three now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it will take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
At the line for your Celtics, Sam.
And he's good on the second.
At the line for 3 shots.
And he can't make it. 3 for 3.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. In the corner, Tatum with it.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Cornette. Off with the layup. Pass to Conley. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
There's a minute 47 left in the third. Here's Cornette. To the middle. Here's Tatum. They get it back. Here's Pritchard. Over by Conley. Here's Pritchard. Clock at 4. Here's Brown. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Pass to Minot. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his 3rd foul so far.
3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Here's Alexander Walker.
Substitution on
inside. Gobert can't hit. And here's Boston. Here's Brown.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Pass to Hauser. The kick out to Brown. Shot clock at 5. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First person.
Great River talking. Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA 2nd team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
What I love about Jaylen Brown is his commitment to improvement. This guy's worked hard on his three-point shooting. He's worked hard on his handle and his decision-making, and there's still another level to come.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Holiday. Pass to Cornette. The shot, no good. Miller inside.
Leonard
The shot's good.
assisted by
Miller's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
Walker.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Here's Cornette. And the miss. Tie game in Boston. Don't go anywhere.
41. The Timberwolves. 41.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Now a timeout called by Boston.
Timeout. Here they come. It's Celtics Entertainment.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
For Boston Zone.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listen in to Joe Mazzulla and his team. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked the team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. We play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Minnesota foul.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitutions for the Celtics. Kristaps
Brown outside.
Jason
To the paint. Here's Tatum.
One of the best to do it. Gobert adds another block to that career total.
Anthony
They
Edwards.
continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Coming onto the floor for the Celtics. Derek White.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Edwards inside. On the left block. They grab their own miss. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Back to Edwards. There's the triple. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, one of the best in the business, Rudy Gobert.
White, good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. Misses the 3.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Edwards looking it over. Edwards with another miss.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Boy, defense is no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Outside, Porzingis. Gobert with the block. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Derek White.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Boston making a switch here. Edwards can't hit.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
The Celtics making a switch here.
Onto the floor for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Hauser misses. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Porzingis with the block.
And with that 7'6" wingspan, Porzingis has always been a big-time shot blocker.
Here's Holiday. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Personal foul.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Pass to Edwards. And stolen by White. Outside Holiday. It's Brown on the wing. Count it, good. And it's 9 points for Jaylen Brown.
You can tell Jaylen Brown embraces these kinds of moments. Big-time bucket.
Outside, Porzingis. Nice ball movement by Boston. To the inside. To tie it up. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
Pass to White. Back to Brown. Outside, Horford. Shot clock at 3. Miller grabs the miss. Here's Edwards. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniel.
Coming onto the floor for the Celtics, Jason Tatum.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gobert with the block.
Wow, insanely tough to get a shot off when Rudy Gobert is around. Wow.
Outside, Porzingis. White. Yes!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Edwards. Missed inside. To the middle. To tie it up. Out of hand on it. Deflects the pass. Good! A huge shot to tie it up.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime.
We're headed to overtime.
And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. So it's the Celtics now. Outside, Porzingis. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Over in the corner, Edwards. Crafty move. The muscle from Edwards.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Over in the corner, White. Back to Porzingis. To the paint. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
That is an absolute dime from the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. Every year gets better as a playmaker.
Porzingis.
Count that one.
From Jason
But
Tatum.
one thing we know, Porzingis is fearless. He had no hesitation on what was a
2
huge
minutes
basket for
remaining
them.
in overtime.
Yep, that one goes. And it's 8 points for Jaden McDaniel.
Assist from.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Minnesota ball. Now into the lineup for the Celtics. Al Horford.
Pass to McDaniels. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far.
Jaden McDaniels.
Basket counts.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
Here's Porzingis. Gobert with the block. Alexander Walker on the wing. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. White with the defensive effort. Celtics trail by 4. Outside Brown.
Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
And Edwards slams it in.
We know this about Anthony Edwards. He is fearless in these moments. That's a big-time clutch delivery.
Gobert with the block. Edwards slashing in.
Anthony Edwards.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Pass to Miller. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through
Substitution
much of the
on the
night.
court.
They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
The assist.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
For 3, Edwards. Rebound, Boston.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
And probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire. But give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that'll wrap it up.